Hello there, and welcome to another episode of Pubs, Suds, and Grubs. As always, I am John. Sitting next to me is...
Ken. Hey, guys. What's going on?
What's going on? Episode number 3.
Yeah. How do you think everything's been going, man?
I think everything's been great. We got great feedback.
Awesome feedback.
We've done a few tweaking.
Yeah.
Our camera angle's a little different, a little better.
Yeah, we're a little bit more intimate now, so...
Yeah. No, we got great feedback.
Yeah.
And it's going great.
Yeah, I'm happy.
I'm having a blast.
Yeah. And we're having even more of a blast now that we have a nice cold beer in front of us.
A nice cold beer. Yep.
What do we got here, John?
I got a new one today. I got our first collab. We're going to be doing a collaboration.
Yeah.
This is Tin Barn Brewing up in Chester, or town of Sugarloaf.
Sugarloaf, yeah.
And District 96 in New City.
New City. Yeah.
And this is called Rising Sun. It is a 9.4% triple New England IPA.
Are you trying to get me drunk?
I am. I
can
am.
Tell.
I've heard great things about this beer. District and Tin Barn never disappoint. This is their second collaboration together, and
let's see how it is, man. Cheers.
The color's good. Yeah, cheers.
And cheers to everyone else for caught our first couple episodes.
Yes,
right?
We appreciate the feedback. We appreciate the the good comments. If anybody else has comments on anything you want to hear us talk about, anything we could change, please let us know. Leave a comment on our YouTube channel. Leave a comment on our Spotify, Anchor. You can hear us on Anchor, Spotify. Leave comments, please. The more comments, the more feedback, the better for us.
Yes, we are still learning, so we'll get there.
Cheers. I'm going to take my sip.
Yeah. I already took my sip. I'm sorry. I couldn't wait.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I like it.
That's good.
Yeah. It's got a nice finish.
Very nice finish.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with Tin Barn and District 96.
No, those are two great breweries, and I love when they do these collabs. And those guys aren't far apart, so they probably it's probably a lot easier for like them to do a collab than say a J. Wakefield and an Equilibrium or something. You know, I guess they have to do some flying or doing some
right. And I noticed Tin Barn does a lot of collabs now, and they do it with small breweries that I never heard of that are outside of the states. I saw Connecticut, Maine.
Yeah.
They're getting into that.
Isn't that cool, man? I mean, gosh, I picked the wrong profession, right? I mean, working for a brewery, you just
it's not a job.
Yeah,
they just go have fun. Imagine,
let's go drink.
Yeah.
Let's go. We'll make a recipe together, and we don't care if it goes wrong 12, 15, 20 times because we're having fun, and
it's like calling up your buddies. Hey, come over to my house. We'll hang out. We'll brew some beer, and then next week we'll go to your house and we'll do the same thing.
Well, remember when everything started with the the pandemic and they started doing these collabs and who was it? Other Half produced that recipe that all together.
Yes.
Yeah, wasn't that cool, man?
That was very
and it was
cool.
just like it was interesting to see everyone's take on this one recipe and what everyone did different. And
not one tasted the same.
No, not one. And
yet it was the same exact recipe. Except with their own, I guess, tweaks.
Yeah, little tweaks here, little tweaks there, but it was interesting to see how it's almost, I feel bad because some of them, and I'm not going to say any names, some of them were like horrible.
Some of them were not good.
Yeah, and you're like, wow, now I really learned that this brewery can't really make beer.
It's simple. Here's the recipe.
Yeah, they put out a simple recipe and then they did all these different variations and everything and some double dry hop.
And that went to charity, right? For
I don't know all the details on it. I know I ended up picking up quite a few cans because it was fun. It was exciting just to see all these places doing that.
Yeah. I know I did Other Half. I had Bricks, Magnify. There was a lot. Hoboken, Equilibrium.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's quite a few. Quite a few.
Yeah. I mean,
good stuff. But this is really good. This is not boozy at all for a 9.4% beer because 9.4 is a little high. Mm-hmm. Right? It's a triple. It's got a higher alcohol content.
It goes down smooth. It's
no aftertaste.
Yeah.
This is a good beer.
Well, no bad aftertaste. But it's got a nice
aftertaste. I'm going to hold up the can there for anybody that wants to take a look at it.
Yeah.
Tin Barn Brewing, District 96, Rising Sun. Yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
I was actually, first I want to say, I forgot. Merry Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Merry Christmas. Are we allowed to say Merry Christmas?
Yeah, sure. Well, how was your Christmas?
My Christmas was awesome.
Yeah.
Family came over. We had dinner. We had Christmas Eve. We had Christmas Day. We had good food, a lot of laughs. It was a good time. Always hectic.
Yeah.
Christmas is always hectic.
Let me ask you, I mean, Italian. I know that Italians do things they do more Christmas Eve, right? That's basically, is that the big thing?
Yes, Christmas Eve is the big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Christmas Eve, the family gets together, and we put out the antipasto.
Oh.
I got my stuffed olives, my cheeses, my
Is there no A after that pasta?
No, antipasto.
It's like, is it like the mozz?
Antipasto. Mozz, fresh mozz.
Yeah.
I made a clam dip this year.
Yeah.
Baked clam dip. Do you ever have stuffed clam?
Yeah.
Chopped clams, breading in a clamshell?
Yes.
I made it in a...
Like an oregano.
Yeah. I made it as a dish, though.
You hear I said that?
Yeah, you're very good. Always leave off the value. The last...
the vowel.
The last vowel. 9.4%. And it was good. It was in a baked dish, and I made some fresh bruschetta.
Oh,
I had crackers, and we
love
dipped
that.
it in. It was a good time.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah, we did the fish.
Can I come over next year? Or?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What about you? I mean, you're married to an Italian.
Yeah, we do. So yeah, my in-laws come Christmas Eve. We have to do a fish. So
Right. You do 7 or 1. The Italian version
No, we're
is
not
7
that hardcore,
fishes.
yeah.
I don't do the 7 fishes either.
Yeah.
Out of, say, 15 of us, there's probably only 5 or 6 that will eat fish. So I don't bother with the 7
See,
fish.
my father-in-law, he will only eat certain kinds of fish, or like a cod or something like a flaky fish. You know,
Okay.
he doesn't. We wouldn't be able to do like a salmon, I think, or certain. So I guess some people think certain fish are more fishy, I guess, and
Yeah.
but something like, so I'll be doing, or I did actually, was a fish and chips. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So you fried up some fish?
Yeah. Battered it. And,
What did you use?
It's delicious, man.
What did you use? What kind of fish did you use for that? Cod?
Yeah, I use a cod. So, or you know what? I've actually used flounder other times.
Flounder's good.
Yeah. And I like a battered cod. So, and I actually do it with the cornstarch. Get that first layer of cornstarch on there.
Okay. A little beer?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Put a little beer in there?
Yeah. You have to.
Nice.
Yeah, you
I
put a
like
little
that.
beer. Those bubbles help with everything. So.
Yeah.
But it can't be on. You don't necessarily want to use like an IPA or something like that.
Right.
Sometimes even like a Guinness or something is good for that.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
See,
it's
me,
delicious.
I just go regular breadcrums. Mine looks like a chicken cutlet.
Oh,
with
yeah.
fish. Yeah. Mine goes in the egg wash into the baked breadcrumbs, fried. I do the same thing with my shrimp. I fry up my shrimp. I fry up I use flounder.
Awesome. Yeah.
And it's good.
Yeah.
And you know what I do?
What?
I have young kids,
Uh-huh.
right? You have a young kid.
Yeah.
My kids won't touch fish.
Oh.
So I tell the kids, I said, hey, Daddy made chicken cutlets for Christmas Eve. They cut it up.
They put
ate
in
it.
barbecue sauce or
this is
no?
great. Ketchup.
Ketchup. Oh, God.
I love chicken cutlets. This is great. Yeah. I got my kids eating. They don't
At
even
least
know.
they're eating it. Fish is good for you, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You just can't have too much of it, right?
No. So what did we do? We did fried. I did fried flounder, fried shrimp. I did the clam bake. My father brought over fried galamad, not calamari, right? We're in northern New Jersey. It's galamad.
We're going to get into that in a second, but keep going.
All right.
Keep going.
And then I made my dad made a tomato sauce with galamad and shrimp and mussels. And
Yeah. So I think that the slang it's not necessarily, it's a certain regions of Italy, correct? Is that what it is?
the slang, I think, is just, I don't know, I always think it's just North Jersey. I mean,
Oh, okay. Just not even Italy.
everybody I talk to,
I don't know if
really,
it's a Sicilian thing
it's calamari everywhere we go.
Yes, because I've been to Italy a couple times,
Okay.
and when I went there, and the waiter said, "Are you interested in our?" They would say calamari.
Yeah, if you say
You know?
calamari, they look at you like you got two heads.
Yeah. They're like, wait, what's
Right,
that?
right. Gabagool. Yeah. Throw some ragot in there. We know ragot. What is ragot?
What's this gabagool you talking about?
Exactly. I'd be like a fish out of water in Italy. They would have no clue what I'm talking about.
It's like when the Soprano days, you know, when everyone's watching Sopranos, and they're like, everyone got a new vocabulary after watching that show. The non-Italians are like, oh yeah, I know that.
What exactly is this gabagool?
Yeah. Yeah, that was the big question. Yeah, it was
Gabadil, managot.
Yeah, the managot.
I did make managot for Christmas Eve this year.
Yeah.
I made a tray of managot. Yeah, it was good. We had a good time. It was nice.
Awesome, man. I'm glad to hear that. You know.
And then Christmas Day is, my wife's family comes over with your family.
Yeah.
They come over, and then it changes a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, they got the Spanish pork.
The pernil. Yeah.
The pernil.
Yeah, the pernil.
rice and beans. I made a penny vodka.
Yeah.
I made an eggplant parm just to have, a little bit
Yeah.
of, my background in there.
So yes, John, which we have mentioned, is married to my cousin.
Yep.
That's my Puerto Rican side.
Yep.
But I'm also German, Polish. My father's side is definitely.
So before you
I'm all over
married
the
into an
place.
Italian family, did you celebrate Christmas Eve the way you do now?
It was kind of new for me. Yeah, Christmas Eve. Probably my early 20s was actually. I mean, we'd go to church.
Okay.
And I would just go out to. We had our local bar, O'Neill's. I used to go to O'Neill's.
Yeah, Christmas Eve, right?
Yeah, Christmas Eve at
Park City.
O'Neill's.
Park City at Christmas Eve was good too.
Yeah.
But no big family dinner.
No.
No, that was Christmas Day, because I know your family's huge, and even as a kid, so we've been friends a long time. Even in my early high school days, on Christmas Day when I was done with my family, I would stop by your house just to hang out with your brothers and you, and your whole family was there. It was a big thing. Christmas
Not
Day.
even my whole family.
Well, as much as you could fit in your house.
So my grandparents had 7 boys and 7 girls. So I have a lot of aunts and uncles. I have 70 something first cousins. So I got a huge family. Yeah.
So it's opposite for me. So my mother actually has 12 brothers and sisters as well.
Yeah.
I have a ton of first cousins.
Yeah.
And we would go to my grandparents' house growing up on Christmas Eve.
Okay.
And it would be huge. Everybody everywhere.
Sure.
It was just a long buffet table full of food. And then the adults would play cards while the kids ran around and opened up gifts. And Christmas Day was just my immediate family. And Christmas Eve was huge. Yeah. Whereas you growing up, your Christmas Eve was just a little bit immediate. And then Christmas Day was all your family.
Well, yeah, Christmas Day, became bigger for me when I started to involve a lot of that family. When I was growing up, as you know, my father passed when I was 18. We used to do something very small in the house, and it was just our family. Then we went to my father's parents, my grandparents, and we went there and opened, and that was it, really. Or sometimes we'd go to my mother's parents, but it was just until I guess after my father had passed that we started to do the big things and
Gotcha.
So that was a little bit. So I was 18. So a little bit later on in life, that's when we. Yeah. So.
All right. Well, I mean, hey. I believe it was a previous episode where I claimed I hate the holidays, and I do. But once the holidays come and everybody's together, you start changing your tune a little bit. It's nice,
and you can't rush them. That's the thing. And a part of me hates when they start doing the Christmas stuff super early, September. Yeah. And
Let's get to Halloween first.
But now it's as I get older, I can see why sometimes they do it, because I feel like I blink my eyes
and it's over.
And it's over. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, I didn't watch all the Christmas movies and everything that I wanted to watch. And let me ask you something. As far as Christmas movie goes, are you done with Christmas movies once Christmas hits, or can you continue, or how does that work with you?
No, I'm pretty much done with it when Christmas hits. I do see some Christmas movies in July and June, and I won't watch them.
Yeah.
I give it about 2 weeks before Christmas, and I'll start watching different Christmas movies.
Yeah.
On Christmas Day, I'll keep Christmas movies on all day on the TV, and Christmas Eve while we're having dinner. Actually, I'll even play Christmas music.
Yeah.
But then on December 26th, I don't want nothing to do with Christmas anymore. I don't want to hear the music. I don't want to watch the movies. I want nothing to do with it.
See, for me, it's the holiday season still. Until January 1st hits, it's still holiday. I kind of stretch it a little bit.
Right.
We still have our tree up. There's still, the holiday spirit I feel is still there.
Right.
So I think I continue to watch the movies and do things until January hits, basically.
I'm done. As soon as TNT is done playing 24 Hours of a Christmas Story, I'm done.
Christmas Story. That's a great movie.
Yeah, it's the best movie.
Is it really?
The best holiday movie, the best Christmas movie.
Oh gosh, I'm going to argue with this with you on this, man.
There's no argument on that. Come on.
Christmas Vacation. Come on, buddy.
All right.
Really?
You do have an argument.
Yeah.
I love Christmas Vacation.
It is. I mean, come on. That's I can watch that movie over and over and over and over again. I mean, what a great. So. I mean, not to. I do like Christmas Story, and I like. But I also like my Home Alones, and
Home Alones are good. Home Alones are good. I can deal with 1, 2, not so much. I know there's a 3, 4, 5, whatever they did.
Yeah,
I don't count those.
Dude, I was watching. Who was it? I think it was on. Was it on? I think it was on Disney or something. They have another version of Home Alone with some English kid.
Yeah, no.
That's doing it.
I don't count that.
Yeah.
No.
I watched half of it with my son, and then I was like, He didn't seem into it, but he's still young.
Right.
So, and I was kind of like, I don't know.
So I'm going to throw out some Christmas movies for you.
Sure.
Yay or nay on the Christmas movies?
Okay.
Elf.
First time I watched it, I was like, this is horrible. To me, but for some reason, it's like Zoolander. You watch Zoolander for the first time, and you're like, this is like,
the hell is going
this
on?
is like kind of like stupid funny,
Yeah.
But then the next time I watched it, I was like, this is actually growing on me and growing on me. So every time I watched it again, I actually liked it more. So I'm a yay for
You're a yay?
Yeah.
I'm an A. The first couple times was great. They overplayed it
So
way
you were
too
back.
much.
You were opposite than me.
I'm opposite because I'm not a huge Will Ferrell fan. It's kind of annoying. His comedy is old. Everything's the same with him. Not a huge Elf fan. In the beginning, I liked it the first couple times, and then it was too much. How about It's a Wonderful Life?
Never watched it.
Never saw It's a Wonderful Life?
No, never.
Stay that way.
Yeah.
Stupid movie.
Yeah.
Everybody. So that is usually ranked the number 1 Christmas movie.
But that's a
of
classic.
all
Yeah.
time.
I mean, I guess I was more into things that came out after I was born. So
who wants to sit down and watch a black and white old
like
movie?
1980 on, yeah.
Right. But that is probably It's a Wonderful Life is probably the number 1 ranked Christmas movie of all time.
Although I will watch, it's an oldie but a goodie. The March of the Wooden Soldiers.
Yes, absolutely.
Which was originally called
Babes in Toyland.
Babes in Toyland.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
Babes in Toyland. So March of the Wooden Soldiers is one of my favorite. That is actually my Thanksgiving tradition.
Oh, yeah?
They play it for the first time Thanksgiving morning, every Thanksgiving, and I've been watching it since, I'm a tiny pup in diapers.
Yeah.
One of my favorites. I got
can
my
watch
kids
that.
watching it.
Yeah.
They hated it. They
It's
thought
a
it was
classic,
boring.
yeah.
But I
it's a
love
classic.
that movie.
But I will watch that.
Miracle on 34th Street.
I actually haven't watched that either. Wow. And I'm a movie buff, and that's hard
I know.
It's hard to believe.
I'm
Once again,
surprised.
you're going back to the old ones before I was.
Another black and white.
Yeah.
I know they remade it. I think when we were younger.
Yeah.
There's a remake of it. I never saw the remake. I saw the original. Cuter movie than It's a Wonderful Life. Wonderful Life. That's just I couldn't watch it. Miracle on 34th Street is a cuter movie.
I'll watch it. If it's on, I'll watch it.
Yeah, give it a shot. Give it a shot. Don't watch it with the kids. The kids are too small.
So-
They're going to think it's boring. They're going to think we're old.
I'm going to say something controversial right now when it comes to Christmas
boy.
movies. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
No, Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
Okay.
Die Hard is an action movie that was just taking place during Christmas time. No, Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
Okay.
I'll watch Die Hard in January, February, March, April, May,
Yes.
June. I'm not waiting for Christmas time to watch Die Hard.
So it's not better for you if you watch it during Christmas time.
No, Die Hard is just a great movie, and I can watch every single one of them.
Yeah.
Love Bruce Willis, love Die Hard. Not a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
You?
I like it. I agree with you. I think I'll watch it,
Right.
I think I do enjoy it more during Christmas time, only because of that debate, and it just kind of gets me thinking, But my guilty, I don't think I've ever told you this, my guilty pleasure as far as holiday movies go, and you can ask my wife, and it's a chick flick,
Oh, boy.
and it's The Holiday.
The Holiday?
Yes, with Cameron Diaz, Jack Black.
Never seen it.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever even heard of it.
yeah.
The Holiday.
Jude Law. Yeah,
It's a funny movie?
it's a chick flick. It's a romantic comedy during Christmas time, like Love, kind of like Love Actually. I don't know if you ever watched any of that.
No.
I that's my guilty. I like.
All right, well,
chick flicks. Yeah, I know.
This is what you get on this show. We're okay with our feelings. We're here to open up to everybody and let everybody know.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I have a soft side to me.
Yeah, good. That's good to know.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at you any different.
I know I look a little burly and everything.
Right.
But
But you're sensitive on the inside.
I like my dramedies.
There's a Christmas movie that I really, really like, and the name is not coming to my head. Maybe you'll know. It's with Ben Affleck, Christina Applegate, and James Gandolfini, Tony Soprano.
Oh, I for a second I thought you were going to say Reindeer Games, but
No. Oh, that's a good movie, but no. It's a Christmas movie.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know it either.
I don't know the name.
I wouldn't know it well enough to.
That's such a funny movie.
Yeah.
Everybody hates Ben Affleck. So I'm a huge Ben Affleck guy.
I can't stand him.
Oh, I'm a huge Ben.
I can't stand Ben Affleck.
He's part of my top 3 man crush guys. I love Ben Affleck.
Oh wow, we're really getting.
Yeah, we're really. Hey, if you're opening up, I'm opening up. I love Ben Affleck.
Now it's like peanut butter and jelly. You have to mention Matt Damon because they're like.
I think Matt Damon gets more serious. He gets looked at more serious.
I think he's a much better actor. After watching Good Will Hunting,
right.
And some of these, The Martian, or some of these.
But Ben Affleck and Tony Soprano in the same Christmas movie was awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
I know which one you're talking about.
The name. It'll come to me. It'll come to me when the episode's over, and then we'll be talking about. Oh, that's the name.
Yeah, well, we can always bring it back up. Yeah, that's okay. There's no rules to this.
What else is there? Christmas movies. I mean, you got the one with the. How about the Santa Claus?
I like Bad Santa.
Yeah, I do too.
Santa Claus. I don't mind Tim Allen. But I think that was one of those movies. Like I liked the first one. It was a cool concept. But then they kept going with it, and I'm not sure if I really felt the other ones. Right. But yeah, that's not one that I've really say, okay, this is a Christmas movie I need to watch.
There's Deck the Halls, right? Matthew Broderick and Danny DeVito, and
and there's that one with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jingle.
Oh, Jingle All the Way. Yeah, that's actually good. I like that one. That's a good one.
I do like that one. Yeah.
All right, Christmas movies.
Yeah, that was right. Gosh, that must have been right before Phil Hartman died. Right?
Passed away, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, his wife murdered him, right?
Is that what it was? I thought he killed himself. Oh, his wife?
No, his wife killed him. I think it's one of those. I think she.
And Jan Hooks, right? That's the old SNL days, right?
Yeah,
Jan Hooks, Phil Hartman, same.
It's great, man. It's crazy how many of these comics and how they died and how they, between ODing. Yeah. I mean, you got your Chris Farley.
Yep.
You got
Suicide.
John Belushi.
Yeah, Robin Williams.
What was that guy? Rocket. What's his name? Rocket. He was in Delirious and those movies back.
Don't know.
I think he slashed his throat in a cornfield or something like that. Yeah, it was.
It's the fame gets to you.
I mean, it's crazy how many of these. Yeah, I mean, if you really, I mean, I don't want to get sad with this, but it's just nuts how many have done it. Like either died from doing it to themselves or just partying a little too much. Yeah.
The money. I think the money, the fame, they get to your head in all different ways. One depresses you. One puts you into a place where your demons come out and you got your drugs and your alcohol readily available to you, and things can go any way.
Yeah.
And then you have people who are just quiet that you don't hear from, and like Tom Hanks, Goody Two Shoes. Yeah. You don't hear much from him. Very popular actor.
Though.
Yeah, I know he's still. I mean, like fame didn't get to his head. You know what I mean? He's very much alive. Yeah.
Yeah. Thankfully, yes. Thankfully. He's doing okay, and he's doing his Toy Story. That's another Christmas movie, actually. That was with Tom Hanks.
Toy Story is a Christmas movie.
Yeah, I mean, I see it on TV all the time. Oh, think about it. It's toys. Yeah, it's a lot of it's based around that.
I would never think of Toy Story as a Christmas movie. Yeah. Tom Hanks is. How about Polar Express?
Oh, love it.
Oh my God.
We watch it like 3 times before Christmas even comes. My son loves it.
Out of here.
Oh, I love it.
Poor kid.
Yeah, we've actually gone on in Whippany. We've gone on the train, the Polar Express train.
Yeah,
yeah. We went a few years before the whole COVID thing, and
good times. They charge you $1,000 to get on there.
Yeah,
right? You probably get a little hot chocolate. And cookie.
The hot chocolate was cold, but that's okay.
Yeah,
it's the experience of everything, the singing and all that.
I've tried. I sat with my kids. We watched it like 2 weeks ago, and we all looked at each other like, "What? I can't get that 2 hours back."
Oh God, come on. No. Well, this is the cool thing. The guy that was working our little caboose, whatever you want to call it, he knew everyone's name. When you walked in, he said, "What's your name?" I said, "Ken." What's your son's name? I told him. Right. And he, at the end, he repeated everyone's. He walked down the aisle, repeated every single person's name. I was like, "What?"
Very good.
That's pretty impressive.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially since he probably sees a lot of people per day.
Yeah. Yeah, just one
Impressive.
of those kind of crazy memories. But that was before the whole COVID thing, and
Right.
Um,
COVID. COVID.
we are
COVID,
so
COVID.
over it, man. I'm just at least my family, we're just like, it's just, there's always, once things start to look better, it just like something else happens. There's a new variant. There's this, that, whatever. I mean,
when is it going to end?
Yeah.
When is it going to?
When is it going to end? That is I don't think it's going to end.
At this point, I'm almost calling bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm almost calling bullshit. So I coach basketball. I coach little girls basketball, softball. I coach soccer. And it's been running rampant this past 2 years. It's 2 years now. It's 2 years now. I don't care that we got shut down in March 2020. It's been around since November, December. The stats say it. It's running rampant. It's worse now than it ever has been before. And it's just, it's interrupting life.
Yeah.
In a way where I'm over it. Let's get it over with. It's killing the sports. When is it going to end?
Yeah.
All these kids are quarantining.
I got to deal with my son. I mean, he's at that point in his life where speech is huge. Right. So he has to wear the mask in school. And I'm not blaming the school. I'm not blaming, anyone in particular.
Yeah.
But it's his speech, everything. It's like part of talking and interacting is seeing someone and like me and you are doing right now and being able to talk to each other. And I mean, it's sad because he's
screwed up a whole year of these kids' lives.
Yes. More than that.
Yeah.
More than that. Yeah. Because it's going to affect them in the future and it's going to affect them for a long time. And it's sad to see that my son has. I don't care about me. I don't care that I'm going through it or this or that. I can deal with it.
Right. It's all about the kids.
Yeah, it's all about the kids, and I feel bad that my kiddo he's not experiencing his pre-K and next will be his kindergarten, the way he should, and who knows if this keeps going, it could be first grade, second grade. I'm hoping, God willing, that it's not going to be like that, but it's sad and it's tough, and I would have hoped by now that we
figured it out.
I mean, I've been playing by the rules. I've been doing whatever I have to do. Of course,
that's all we can do.
And that's all I can do.
I mean, I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I'm not a pro-vaxxer. I want to live my life.
Yeah.
Tell me what to do, and I'll do it.
Let's get things moving. I'll help.
I'll help. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll do my part if this is what's going to make the world go round.
I think part of the problem is these, I watch TV with my kid, and there's about 12 commercials within an hour saying
about getting vaccinated.
It's like telling someone
they're pushing you. It's brainwashing. Yes, they're pushing it.
And when you push someone too much, they're gonna run away. They're gonna go. They're not gonna. You keep shoving someone enough, they're gonna not.
People don't want to be told what to do.
Exactly. And when they keep saying this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do, it's a bit much.
Yes.
And I'm tired of it. I think
tired of it. I think they should rename the vaccine. It's not a vaccine. Mm-hmm. It slows everything down. It causes you not to get sick. Rename it.
Yeah.
I don't know what you would even call it, but when you call it a vaccine and people are still getting sick, this is what is stopping people from wanting to get vaccinated. Yeah. They think they're getting poisoned.
Yeah.
And then they're
saying, well, this vaccine's not really working if people who got vaccinated are still getting sick. Yeah.
Oh, your symptoms aren't great anymore. Yeah. Great. So that means I don't know if I have it, and I'm giving it to everybody and their mother.
Yeah.
And now the kids have to get vaccinated.
Yeah.
So I want to go on a Christmas cruise next year.
Yeah.
I have to get my kids vaccinated to go on a cruise.
Oh.
You have to. You can't go on without it.
I don't know if I would go, man. I think I would just skip. I would just say, give me a
right.
Something.
Well, this was my thought before this new variant breakout that's happening right now.
Yeah.
So, now that's going to be on the back burner again.
Yeah.
But even I want to go to New York. I was going to buy my kids Broadway tickets for Christmas.
Yeah, no.
We can't do that. Now they're shut down.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What's going on?
It's just a vicious cycle, unfortunately.
It's never end. When does it end?
Yeah.
When does it end?
Yeah, exactly. It gets to the point where I know people, and this is in no way, shape, or form something that I'm saying is a good idea, but I know people say, I'd rather just get the virus, and at least I got it.
I'm one of those people.
Yeah.
Just give it to me already.
Yeah, just to get it over with. And,
But I don't really have major underlying conditions.
Yeah.
But it might not be good for me to get it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a little overweight. I drink. Used to be a diabetic, not anymore. Took care of that. It's just not good.
Yeah.
I have heart disease in my family.
Yeah.
You know, but at the same time, I'm like, just give it to me already.
Well,
Let me get it over with.
I did it for my kid. That's really, you know, and my parents and my you know, like my in-laws and you know, and just because, well, you know, they're obviously a little bit more susceptible to certain things, and that's.
No, my mom's in bad shape, so to have her over for Christmas Eve, you know, I'm going to make sure everybody in the room is vaccinated.
Yeah, so that's why I got the vaccine. Yeah, that's why I did it. I said I got the vaccine for them. Yeah, that's it wasn't even for necessarily me. I just I care more about them and everything.
Will you get your son vaccinated when his time comes?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I haven't gotten my children vaccinated.
Yeah, I don't think so. Once again,
people frown on. They look at me. They ask me. They say, "Hey, is your daughter vaccinated?" Not yet. Well, what the hell are you waiting for?
Yeah, well, you know,
don't worry about what I'm waiting for.
Yeah.
Worry about yourself.
Yeah, worry about you. Yeah,
right.
Let
me see what happens with the children first before I jump into that. I have time. I'm not going anywhere.
I mean,
my daughter
once
had
again,
it. You know, my daughter had it.
Yeah, I know you were telling me. Yeah,
so you know, what am I going to do now? I'm going to go get her vaccinated. Sure, you had it.
Yeah. And that's that whole thing. Whatever. If it's poison, and I'm putting it in my body. I don't want to. I don't want to make those decisions yet for my kid. You know,
that should be their decision.
But not. Well, you know, there's certain vaccines that, like measles and you know, things like that, chicken pox. Those
things don't even exist anymore. Really, though. You know, now it's just a formality with that. You know, now eventually they're gonna throw this on there, same way.
Yeah.
All right, but anyway, you know what? Rant over.
We're
trying to keep it, we want to keep this entertaining, but we wanted. This is something that's hard that's going around right now. I just wanted to bring it up for a couple minutes just to get it out of my system.
You can vent. It's okay.
I can vent. Yeah, I just wanted to vent.
John, I'll listen.
And now I know what he's going to do to get my venting over.
So it's not that time, everyone.
Yeah.
It is time for John to have a little bit of. Well, it's not technically bourbon today. We're doing whiskey, which bourbon. Smoother? Yeah, well, bourbon has certain rules to make it bourbon. You know, it's got to be 50% more corn. It's got to be the barrels they have to be charred. They only can be used once.
Did you say corn?
Yeah,
there's corn in bourbon.
Well, yeah, when you make it, you know, like when you do grains and things like that.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
See, this is what this show is
for. It's crazy.
We're learning here.
Oh, it's crazy how with bourbon, like, you know, even like the soil can make a huge difference because your corn's going to grow a certain way. It's going to taste a certain way, yeah.
I mean, I know there's corn in, no, that's potato, right? Vodka?
Well, there is potato vodka. Yes, there's grain vodka. Yeah, there's.
Never knew about the corn thing.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So,
right, you know what? I'm looking forward to this today.
I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are. So we're doing something a little bit different today. We're not doing the old fashions that we have done in the past.
I'm going to push this over here. And I screwed up. I didn't talk about Tin Barn and District 96 enough, and we'll get back to them. We're going to do individual beers from them, and we'll talk about them a bit more.
We will. And just to get into the Grubs portion of it, District 96, they have the Burger Loft there, which is amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah, awesome burgers, awesome food. And Tin Barn actually has great food as well.
Yeah.
That Meat Lovers pizza they have there, and they have those giant pretzels I had with the beer cheese and everything.
I had one the other day. It was white with Kalamata olives and red onion. Man. Oh, man.
I'm salivating.
Yeah. I feel bad. Tin Barn and District 96. I jumped the gun. We're gonna talk about them in another episode because they deserve more discussion. But right now, I see ice, which is good.
So there's this little distillery next to Magnify here in Jersey and in Fairfield. Actually, you know that area pretty well.
I do. I work in Fairfield.
Yeah. Jersey Spirits Distilling Company. They make this.
Shout out to Jersey Spirits.
Yes. It's a Barnegat White Maple. And for someone that is not into whiskey or bourbon too much, it's a nice one.
It's very light in color compared to the other.
You're lucky. The ice is melted.
I know. I saw that. And, so you're gonna inside, I felt very good about that.
You're going to get it's watered down a little bit, but that's good. That's part of the transition for you. So
hold on. What are you giving this to me?
So
it's going to...
I don't know if you guys have heard. I have dogs in the house. So all my good glasses I left upstairs. And I told John, I said, if I go upstairs, my dogs are going to get riled up. You might hear them barking once in a while or crying. So unfortunately, I said, I got this one glass. That's from Do Good Spirits in up in the Catskills. Put it on the bar here for this. It's a fun glass. For the YouTube channel. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It won't spill. And while you're doing that...
this is fun.
And yeah, well, you know, it's supposed to be drank, though. You know that, right?
All right.
I'm going to have some Old Carter.
Old Carter.
Yes.
And look at the glass.
This is what I'm using.
Look at the glass.
Yes.
He said his favorite movie for Christmas was Christmas Vacation. He's got the Moose cup.
I should have broke this out the last time, yeah.
That Clark and Cousin Eddie drank their eggnog out of.
Yes.
I like that. There's no eggnog in there, no. All right, so that's a whiskey.
Yes.
Mine is a whiskey.
Yes.
Those are two seriously different colors.
Yeah, yours is much lighter.
Yeah.
Especially with the watered down.
Yeah.
This
one looks like urine. And the other one looks like urine of a diabetic.
Well, I hope it doesn't taste like urine. But this is a 13-year small batch and barrel strength. I mean, Old Carter is made by a couple of the Carters who...
like Jay-Z?
Not by Jay-Z.
He's a Carter?
These guys are a little bit older, I think.
The Carter brothers?
Yeah, so these guys were behind Kentucky Owl, actually, originally. That's another, you wouldn't know, but that's another... So they do like their MGP kind of, this is an American whiskey. They have their ryes are fantastic. Price point about $180, $200. Secondary, you're looking closer towards $300. But this is a pretty darn good whiskey. Once again, I can't call it bourbon just because it doesn't go through the whole process of when you make a bourbon. But
okay,
is there a good spot? I'll put that there right now.
Shout out to Old Carter.
Old Carter. Tell me what you think, John.
Right. Let's cheers.
Every day in my nose.
That's funny. Not bad. Doable. I think the water helped it a lot.
I think it helped for you.
Oh, yes, it has.
Yeah.
I don't taste the maple. Hold on, let me give it another shot.
Definitely maple on that one, buddy. I gave you a maple forward one. I specifically chose this one because it was very maple forward.
Okay.
Now you're just lying to me.
No. You know what? The first sip, I let it go down the hatch. The second one, I let it sit in the mouth.
Yeah. Swish it around a little.
I swished it around.
Yeah.
I like this. I'm not going to lie. No, I'm not lying. The water is definitely helping.
Yeah. Which is fine. When you're starting out, you could add some water to it. I actually used to, when I was at that stage of drinking my bourbon, I actually would pour my glass on the rocks, and then I'd return to it about 20 minutes later. I actually wait for it to water down a little bit. Right. Water it down. The water's great too. It brings out flavors. So what I like to do sometimes is I have my cup of water. I actually, at that point,
take a sip of that and then take a sip of water.
You know what it is? And not to say I can't, when I drink it like this neat, and I just let it linger and drink it and don't have water, it's really good.
Okay.
But when I have the water, it's almost like having two different drinks. You try it one way, but the water like makes those flavors like explode. It's crazy. Yeah. You can taste like the oak barrel. You can taste like the notes, and you can taste it too when you have it. But it's almost like having two different drinks. So.
Got you. Yeah. So let me ask you a question. I know we're running a little short on time. We want to try to keep it shorter than usual.
Yeah.
But what is the big difference between whiskey and bourbon? For people like me who don't know, and for people in the audience that don't know, is whiskey less strong than bourbon? Does that not have nothing to do with it?
No, not necessarily.
What's the difference?
The biggest difference is, and it could be something simple. It could be that, say, Old Carter decided to put their mix of bourbons in a barrel that's been used already. Once you hit that barrel that's been used already, it's not bourbon anymore. And it could taste almost exactly identical. Because bourbon, the laws of bourbon, the barrel can only be used one time.
Really?
So a lot of actually bourbon barrels end up in
breweries.
sometimes.
Right.
But we want one of the biggest places that they end up is not in this country. Think about whiskey. Where else? What's big? Where's another spot where whiskey is huge?
Whiskey? What, like Ireland, Scotland?
Scotland.
Right.
Scotch.
Okay.
So American whiskey barrels will end up in Scotland.
Really?
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yes, because Scotland doesn't have those kind of rules, which makes you really kind of like, wow, bourbon, there's something to this. These guys are really, really strict with how, what's called bourbon. And another misconception, a lot of people think that bourbon's got to be made in Kentucky. It just got to be made, it can only be called bourbon if it's made in the United States.
Did not know that either.
Yeah.
So I can't go to Italy, Scotland, Russia.
No, you can't.
And order a bourbon.
No, it'll be called...
Bourbon is an American-made product.
Yes, it's got to be made in America. It doesn't have to be made in Kentucky, but it has to be made in America. So a lot of people are like, oh, it's got to be made in Kentucky to be called bourbon. No. It just has to be made in
Kentucky
America.
bourbon. Right.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. But that's, that's where a lot of it has come from. So where most of it comes from.
So all this bourbon here, it's not all from Kentucky. It's from all over the country.
No. You got like a smoke wagon over there. That's from Las Vegas.
Okay.
Widow Jane. These guys are out of New York, actually. So everything, there's a lot that's from different areas. And
I hear whiskey. What's the first name I think of? Jack Daniels.
Well, yeah, Jack Daniels, yeah.
And then I think of Jim Beam.
Yeah.
I don't think of bourbon and whiskey being in the same category.
Yeah.
Because in my opinion, I always thought bourbon was a little harder, a little stronger.
No, because you could have a bourbon that's, when you think stronger, you're thinking like barrel proofs or full proofs or something, like a Weller full proof,
right.
or compared to like a Blanton's that's going to be lower proof and everything. They're both bourbon, but
So I've had bourbon barrel stouts from breweries.
Yeah.
So they take the bourbon barrels that have, I guess, the bourbon was in the barrel.
Well, you got to keep in mind, some of these bourbons have been sitting in these barrels for a lot of years.
So the wood soaks in that flavor.
Oh, yeah. So that's why, it's just the flavor. You get the flavor of the oak, the bourbon, everything. I mean, when you have a bourbon barrel stout or something, you can absolutely taste the bourbon.
Right.
And it's crazy. And that's why you see some of these bourbons a lot of times, like you have someone say, why is this bourbon so much more money? So you're looking at like an Elijah Craig 18 or like a Michter's 20 or something like that. And they're like, why does this cost so much more money? And, space costs money and time costs money.
Sure.
So if you want something that has been sitting in a warehouse for 5 years compared to 20 years, well, you got to put a price tag on that.
Right.
And
absolutely.
And
Makes
I'll
sense.
be quite honest. I've had an Elijah Craig 18 year, and I like an Elijah Craig barrel proof better.
Okay.
So age isn't necessarily always a good thing.
Gotcha.
A barrel proof is not as old as 18 years, but it's
for
crazy.
somebody starting out. See, when I think whiskey, also I think shots.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to pour whiskey into a glass with some ice and I'm just going to sip it.
Yeah.
Right? Because whiskey normally you do a shot of whiskey. You really sit and drink whiskey.
If it's garbage whiskey, you take a shot of it. If it's something that
Jameson.
No, I wouldn't say Jameson's garbage whiskey.
You're not going to pour Jameson into a cup with ice and sip it.
I think you're thinking college years. I think that's the problem.
So.
I think you're thinking back when we would just take a shot because it was quick and easy to drink something that was high in alcohol,
Right.
But I think, I like I said, if it's something garbage, then maybe,
I see a lot of alcohol here, but I don't see Jim Beam. I don't see Jack Daniels.
I do have it, yeah.
Yeah? It's just hidden somewhere?
Those are some Jack Daniels up there.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's a single barrel
special
special release rye that came out last year.
And those are whiskeys?
Bourbon. Or that's a rye bourbon, yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, so, but, yeah, well, I'm glad you like this, man.
I do. And I will admit the water helps, the ice helps.
Yeah.
I don't think I could do this straight out of the bottle warm. Eventually, maybe.
Oh, we'll get you there, John.
I like this. I like sipping this.
All right, good. I think maybe the hairs are coming through on the chest now, or
a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Right.
No, it's not strong. I don't feel it burning my insides when I take a sip.
Yeah.
I like this. I can do this.
Cool, man. Well, I'm glad we're getting there, man. And
so next time we go to Magnify, that means we have to we have to hit up the spot next door.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been there a few times. Yeah. Cool little spot. Yeah.
What does something like that that bottle run you?
Well, this one, that one's, like I said, it was about 180 to 200. But
all right. And that Jersey Spirits?
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, you were talking about that. Okay, that makes sense.
Both.
This one might have been like 50 or something.
Okay.
I'm trying. I bought that a while ago, so I can't really remember. But it might have been around 50, some 40, 50, or whatever. But
all right.
Yeah. Well, till the next episode.
Until the next episode. Merry Christmas again.
Yeah.
Or Happy Holidays. I don't know if I'm supposed to be PC.
Yeah. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah, and
whatever you do, you do.
Yeah.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Awesome.
And whatever you do, make sure you're having a glass of something
something
nice
in a moose head.
Cheers.
Cheers.